scientists say Yellowstone Supervolcano may be about to blow. Now, we know that we have about 21, at least, supervolcanoes worldwide, and we have a map of known VEI 7 and 8 volcanoes around the world, the biggest being the Volcano Explosivity Index VEI 8. And we have quite a few VEI 8, Yellowstone, Long Valley Caldera, Valles Supervolcano in New Mexico, and a lot of other VEI 7 around the west coast as well. And we have the Thera volcano, VEI 7 in Greece, which is believed to be about the time of the Exodus from Egypt, and also volcanoes in Italy, VEI 7, Vesuvius, and the like. So, the last known supervolcano eruption of VEI 8 was in the New Zealand area, and I'm looking at the list of super eruptions in Wikipedia. I'll leave a link below for you. That was 26,500 years ago, the North Island of New Zealand, the Taupo volcano, Lake Taupo. The lake, as we know, is inside the caldera of the supervolcano, and that was over 1,000 cubic kilometers. That was 1,170 cubic kilometers, 26,500 years ago. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. From what scientists have been telling us, they explain that they expect a super eruption every 17,500 years. Now, the last super eruption was an extinction level event. It left only about 2,000 human couples worldwide, and we have had many extinction level events in the past, one of them being the asteroid impact that had the extinction of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. But what about what the scientists are now saying about the Yellowstone supervolcano? Scientists at the site of Yellowstone, which is a supervolcano, warned that there is a chance that the volcano could erupt in a volcanic season, which would be ending up killing up millions of people worldwide, killing millions of people worldwide, also devastating the planet with volcanic ash and a lower temperature, bringing on a volcanic winter, or as we know, an ice age type of a situation. The scientists have warned that instances of volcanic eruptions are their highest for 300 years at the moment, and there is a 10% change of Yellowstone, the chance of Yellowstone erupting soon. Experts at the European Science Foundation pointed out that our supervolcanoes, like the one at Yellowstone, pose a much greater threat to Earth and humans than asteroids, earthquakes, global warming, and even a nuclear or hydrogen bomb. Express UK reports there are few real contingency plans in place to deal with Yellowstone, which is a ticking time bomb, or as Dr. Michio Kaku says, Godzilla. No, waking up. And they conclude it's likely to go off within the next 80 years. The world's most dangerous active volcanoes include Yellowstone, Mount Vesuvius in Campania, Italy, the Popocatépetl near Mexico City, and also we know that Long Valley Caldera is considered a very high threat. Now, if any of them or other massive volcano peaks suffered a major eruption, the team said millions of people would die and Earth's atmosphere would be poisoned with ash and other toxins beyond the imagination of anything man's activity and global warming could do over 1,000 years. Now, we know we don't have any human record of the last super eruption extinction event because, nothing was left. Now, the chance of such an eruption happening at one of the major volcanoes within 80 years is put at 5 to 10% by the experts. There are already fears that Yellowstone could blow any time within the next 70 years on a scale that would wipe out the Western United States and affect the course of global history as well. The report Extreme Geohazards, Reducing the Disaster Risk and Increasing Resilience warns global governments' preparations for such happenings are virtually non-existent. It said, although in the last few decades, earthquakes have been the main cause of fatalities and damage, the main global risk is large volcanic eruptions that are less frequent, but far more impactful than the largest earthquakes. They said due to their far-reaching effects on climate, food security, transportation, and supply chains, these events have the potential to trigger global disaster and catastrophe. The cost of response and the ability to respond to these events is beyond the financial and political capabilities of any individual country. The report looked at other major geohazards facing the globe, including earthquakes, drought, asteroid floods, tsunamis, hurricanes, avalanches, and wildfires. Large earthquakes and tsunamis have happened more in the last 2,000 years, meaning there was better preparedness. The report concluded volcanic eruptions can have more severe impacts through atmospheric and climate effects and can lead to drastic problems in food and water security, as emphasized by the widespread famine and diseases that were rampant after the Laki eruption of 1783 and the Tambora eruption of 1815. Those were the years that had no summer, remember, and they had food crop failures, of course. Now, they said, hence, extreme volcanic eruptions pose a higher associated risk than all other natural hazards, with similar recurring periods including asteroid impacts. The eruption of Tambora on Sumbawa, Indonesia, killed about 100,000 people, but ash clouds meant there was no summer the following year, and it was one of the most important climactic and socially repercussive events of the last 1,000 years, the report said. The earlier Icelandic event killed almost 10,000 instantly, but the long-term effects wiped out 25% of the population and were also felt across the planet. A famine in Egypt reduced the population by 1/6. 25,000 died in the UK from breathing problems, and there was worldwide extreme weather. Similar scale events today would be much more catastrophic, the team warned, due to the much bigger populations, global travel and food chains, and reliance on technology. Worryingly, scientists say research over the last 300 years of volcanic activity shows we are currently in a quote-unquote volcano season, meaning increased activity. Volcanoes are also more likely from November to April, volcanic eruptions that is, in the northern hemisphere when the ice, rain, and snowfall can compress the bedrock. This is by Sean Adelton by News Punch. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.